Hey Nate, welcome to this podcast episode with Buildify and how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for having me here, sir.
Awesome, awesome, great. Initially would like to know more about Nillion and what you guys are actually building. If you can give us like a quick overview about it.
Yeah, sure. I could give the long-winded technical answer, but essentially what we're doing is we're building the blind computer. So it's essentially going to be a way for users to keep their data private whenever they're inputting data to a certain company or um, just distributing their data on the internet. So Nillion's basically building this entire ecosystem of privacy-focused projects and making it really easy for developers to add privacy-enhancing technologies to whatever they're building.
Okay, got it. And also like when you guys say that Nillion is a blind computer, so I'm just curious, like what does this term blind computation mean? If you can explain it to us.
Yeah, for sure. So the blind computer is a collection of privacy-enhancing technologies. Um, Essentially, it's an environment where we're able to compute on encrypted data. So this hasn't been previously possible, especially not in a way where you could do it with a distributed network. So when we go live with our mainnet later this month in February, you're essentially going to be able to process unencrypted data across the Nillion network, which is a distributed network of nodes where your data will be split into pieces and put on each node in the network so that they can process on it themselves without knowing what the final result is. So essentially what that creates is this blind computer that doesn't actually see the data that you put into it, but it understands what it's processing without ever compromising user data.
Okay, got it. Also, like I'm curious to know, like what are the practical use cases of the Nillion computer? If you can explain us a few of them.
Yeah, for sure. I can give a real life example, and this is actually something I'm using in real life.
Okay,
So there's this project building on top of Nillion. It's called SoarChain. It's a DPIN project. They have these little devices that you can plug into your car, and you can go out and order this right now. I have one in my car as we speak. So the problem with like these deep in devices like Hive Mapper, for example. It's this camera you put in your car. It takes pictures of the road in front of you, and then it
correct.
sends that data to their servers. You don't know what's happening with this data. It's pretty compromising data. If someone was able to get a hold of your picture data, they could essentially track where you work, where you live, where your family lives, and it could just be bad overall. You don't want people to have that kind of data. So what SoarChain is doing, they're building on top of Nillion Network so that as you're driving, the data that it collects from your vehicle, it's going into the blind computer so that no one can see this data. It's processed entirely encrypted, and it's essentially a way so that if anyone were to compromise SoarChain servers, your data wouldn't be a part of the compromise. It just gives you peace of mind, because your car is a
Yeah,
very personal thing. It actually
yeah.
generates a lot of data about you. There's a lot more to a car's computer than people think. So SoarChain is a really good real life example of how you're able to benefit from like mining crypto while you're driving without your data potentially going to somewhere where it could be compromised. It stays private the entire time.
Okay, got it. I think that's like very interesting when we say that the data is like totally private when we use the platform. So also, as you previously explained regarding the mainnet launch for Nillion, I think which will be this month in the last week, I guess. So would love to know a few thoughts about the mainnet and all. If you can share with us few details or sneak peeks about it.
Yeah, I can't share too much,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
obviously,
but
obviously.
yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, our mainnet is launching in February. And
Okay.
yeah, it'll be a really exciting time. A lot of these projects that have been building on our test net are finally going to be able to go public with their marketing strategies and go-to-market strategies. So you'll see a lot of exciting projects kind of pop up out of the blue that have been building for a really long time. So we have a really strong ecosystem that a lot of people don't know about, and that's just because we've been in the testnet phase for so long. So
Okay.
expect to hear a lot more from Nillion and kind of what we've been building behind the scenes once mainnet launches. It's going to be a pretty exciting time.
Got it, got it. Definitely, like I am too very excited for the Nillion's mainnet launch. Also, like if possible, like as you shared about Sourchain, so like would love to know what are your top three picks, or what are some of your other, like at least one or two more favorite projects which are currently building on Nillion's testnet.
Yeah, for sure. So of course, Swordchain. I mean, I'm already using their technology, and it's paying me crypto to be driving. Who doesn't like to be paid? And
Correct.
I also really like Soda. So Soda is this like gaming application on Telegram. They're gonna have a whole suite of games, but right now they have this like element combining game where you just combine elements and then an AI model will process those elements and then spit out a result and give you points for it. It's pretty simple. It's
Got it.
it's a pretty fun, addicting game though. I think I remember the day it came out. I don't think anything got done at Nillion because just the whole team was sitting there addicted to this game. The
Okay.
the value proposition of how Nillion ties into this is that the AI model that's combining all these elements, none of your data will ever be visible. I know it's pretty simple, like an element combining game. There's not a lot of valuable data being generated from that, but it's kind of
Mhm.
just a public test for people to try out and see how fast and efficient and reliable the blind computer can be at scale. And then
Got
the third one I'm most excited for, this is also sort of live, is Stadium Science. So it's kind
okay.
of like oh, what's that betting platform? Polymarket. It's like Polymarket except for health data. So essentially, you can connect your health devices, whether that's an Apple Watch, it's an Aura Ring, whatever's connected to like your Apple Health Kit, connected to this website, and you can bet on whether or not people will reach certain goals. Like
Interesting.
there's one like a sleep competition, like who's getting the best sleep, or who has like the highest sperm count, like things like that, like very deep into the health kind of field. Something
Mhm.
interesting that we proposed internally is like trading performance compared to sleep data. Like, is your the less sleep you get, does that make you a better trader? And we can find out interesting things like that, and people can bet on it, and it essentially creates this whole economy of of health data while also not compromising your health data because that's very sensitive, important information that people don't want to give up. So we can kind of combine crypto's cypherpunk ethics with like the health data essentially, which is pretty cool to see.
Got it, got it. That's pretty interesting actually. And as you lead the community at Nillion, so would love to know from you, like how can community get involved with Nillion right now? Like if you guys have any programs or any bounties, any IRL events and all, like would love to know that.
Yeah, for sure. We have a ton of things going on right now leading up to mainnet in the long term. We have a Twitter space with me and Zane. He's our chief yapper. And
Okay.
we host a different community on there every week. So you can learn about marketing, growth, you can get the alpha on certain communities and projects and kind of learn how to grow your personal brand while also learning about Nillion and the projects involved. We also have a Discord AMA. So every week we will have someone from the Nillion team come into Discord and answer your questions personally. We introduced this because we felt there was kind of a gap between the community and a Nillion core team, and people have seemed to really love that. And then, of course, we have a game night every Friday. We partner up with another crypto community. We play a game. We played poker. We played GeoGuessr, and we're kind of open to anything. People are free to host their own events and we'll support them and things like that. And then another thing we have is the weekly meme contest. So
Okay.
if you tweet with the hashtag billions must nillion with your best meme, every week the top three memes will be added to the official Nillion meme database. It seems simple, but it's a really good way for people to get visibility on your meme creation skills and potentially help you with networking opportunities down the line. Everyone knows that memes and reply guys are in short capacity in the crypto space,
Yeah.
and really good reply guys and meme makers are even shorter capacity. So we see this as a way to help boost our community's creators. So those are just a couple of things. We also have these loot boxes as well. So if you're spotted as a contributing Nillion community member, we'll send you a loot box of merch plus a secret special reward that I think people are really going to enjoy once they're in people's hands.
Mm-hmm. Actually, that's very interesting that you guys are organizing a lot of fun activities apart from like the technical things, because I think that personally attracts the crypto community a lot, especially uh, the ones who are like very interested in the project and the whole team. So that's very interesting to know it from you guys. Uh, Also, I saw that Nillion is already working with like a few top companies in the crypto and AI space. So could you like highlight a few recent important partnerships which you guys closed, which you think that people should know about those?
Yeah, our most recent one was AI 16Z and Thales. So Thales AI is an AI agent. And essentially, what we're doing is helping them make it so any data that goes into the AI agent stays entirely private.
Okay.
We see a potential crisis with AI agents in the future where they're these all-powerful beings on the internet that are able to scrape any and all data on the internet, whether it's supposedly private, whether it's locked behind a Google Drive, anything like that. So we are partnering with a lot of AI agents, and we're looking to partner with more AI agents to make it so, you can have peace of mind knowing that the agent doesn't know your most sensitive data. Because if we're moving towards a future of truly personalized AI agents, they're going to need to know every single detail about your life. They're going to need to know your health data. Who are your friends? What's your personality like? And that's all data that an AI agent can use against you if someone gets the data against you. So we're doing a lot of AI agent partnerships right now just because we believe it's a really good use case for the Nillion network, and personalized AI agents are an inevitability, and we need to make sure that they're done in the right way where the AI agent can't potentially take over your life essentially.
Yeah, got it. That sounds very interesting. uh Also, like just a casual question, like right now we see that a lot of DAI projects are being built in terms of crypto, in terms of AI specifically. uh so would love to know your thoughts on the current scenario of DAI and the whole agentic stuff going on right now. Like, what do you feel about this personally?
Yeah, I think initially when the whole deep AI, which I hate that word by the way, we need to find a better word for that. Like just
Very
as an
true.
industry, it's so bad.
Yeah.
Um, I think when AI agents first came out, it was a lot of hype and fluff. Like I think a lot of reply guy AI agents are just a dude entering data into Chat GPT and copying and pasting it into like a typefully and then posting it. So
Okay.
yeah, it was a lot of initial hype, and I think a lot of that hype has died down. However, there are a lot of interesting projects that are building really cool AI stuff. There's virtuals, there's AI 16Z. I think those are the two top kind of companies working on revolutionary agent kind of
Correct.
things. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's a crypto market, so there's always going to be fluff. There's always going to be speculation and hype and fraudulent marketing. So
Correct.
yeah, I think this is the time where builders are going to go heads down and build really cool stuff. So excited to see what the next year holds for AI.
Correct. Got it. Also, moving towards our last question for this session, that would be, what more future advancements can we expect from Nillion this year? Like that, like regarding the mainnet, or regarding the community, or regarding the whole product. Like, what are a few exciting things you want to share with the community?
Yeah, definitely. We have a lot of exciting things in the pipeline, things that I wish that I could share, of course.
Oh,
But
okay.
the airdrop is going to be a turning point for the community for sure. I think
Yeah.
it's going to be day one for us. This is the day that the most loyal people to our community are going to get ownership over the protocol, and it's going to be a huge exodus of a lot of the bots and cybles out of our community, so we can go heads down and focus Nillion more on the technical side and bring in the true believers that believe privacy is a human right and we should do whatever it takes to make a more equitable future for everyone. But yeah, there's a lot of exciting things in the pipeline, more ecosystem growth, more projects are going to be coming over to Nillion. Our BD team is absolutely cracked. If there's a project out there, they're probably in talks with them right now. So expect a lot of big things. Expect the community to continue to grow. Expect the community to continue to be rewarded, and believers to continue to have a stake in the future of Nillion.
Got it, got it. That's very great to hear. Personally, we at Buildify are very excited for Nillion, like what you guys have in the pipeline for us in the future and the whole community. So thanks, Nate, a lot for coming onto this podcast and sharing so much information about Nillion in terms of community, product, and partnerships and all. So thanks a lot for coming on the series and sharing your views.
Thanks for having me, Yash. This was great, and I'm always happy to come on again and talk about this kind of stuff.
Definitely,
It's
we
exciting.
are gonna have you. Yeah, definitely we are gonna have you after the mainnet launch as well to know more about the stuff after the mainnet and what more can be done with Nillion. So definitely.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll be able to share more details for sure once all that's out of
Yeah,
the way.
yeah, yeah, okay. For sure.